load force there. Then again, the top is gone. The very moment I clicked that button, my hope for a fast loading time was gone and done with. Well then, this is a bit later. A lot later than I had planned, but alas, for a very long time now I've learned that it does not really serve my purpose. Get overly, negative about this, because I'm just, used to things not working out like I want them to. Oh, not only did my work require a lot more time than I had anticipated originally, getting this little, nice, very nice game to fucking run was a pain in the ass. It refused to run quite a bit. I don't know what it is precisely. It didn't like my system apparently, very much so. Now it should work. Looks like it works, and I'm going to be very, very interested in finding out if it actually does. And also, it's its very own achievements. As you can see, I actually started the game. I killed my first monster just to see if it actually worked, but that was all I did. Apart from that, this is a very clean, very, very clean install. There has been nothing. Literally nothing. Done. Now then. I really want to start a new game. Yes, game. I want to start a new game. I also kind of made a mistake of actually starting downloading the promised patch for Nier Automata, which took fucking forever because it's 14 gigabyte big. My internet is many things, just not the fastest though. Oh well, let me not complain any longer and you can use a frying pan to roast raw meat or fish on a stove or a campfire. No game. You are very much like Gothic, and even in Gothic, primitive as it was, you need a fucking pan to fry your meat. Now then. I might be late.
For longer than humanity remembers, the gods ruled. Humanity served as slaves, but life never remains in balance. Power passed to man, and man banished the gods from the world.
Go away, gods. We don't like you here.
But something was released. Something older than man has risen.
Risen.
Given their freedom, humanity must fight for survival. Some cling to safety, others fight. It is a time where a man's choices define him.
That looks somewhat horrible. Hey, also talking about the bald guy though. Come on, don't run away, you pussy. Oh, for fuck's sake. What was that about following the false prophet? Yeah, that guy with the shiny stone over his eye. Little bitch boy. First he's like, oh, I'm gonna be the giant on the sea, and being like, pretty awesome. And then he's like, well, now I'm gonna teleport out of here because fuck you. Yay. Fuck you it is. Look at that. Where am I in age? Now. My mouse is apparently very fast. Can I make you a bit slower? Yeah. Well, okay. Let me play around with the settings then. Audio. Kind of feels like the voices are quite silent. Small healing potion. Raw fish isn't for everybody. You don't say, game. And how is this? This is fighting? Yeah, this is fighting. Now then, I can see many a washed up person. I'm also going to be very interested in seeing just how the game is going to work, you know, with its brightness or its lack thereof. Okay, so if I get this, yes. And game is like, here, take this. True, also the weather is shitty. And I remember this part very well, because if you go out too far, the game is actually going to remind you in very nicely that you're not supposed to be doing this right now. An autosave function. Now, what I'm not necessarily overly much a fan of, you know, the more modern variants of saving. Also because I do kind of feel like it should be the player's responsibility to save. I can tell you just right off the bat, going by my personal talent. Actually, I'm just getting all sorts of evil ones up. I'm going to be very, very happy having that function around. I have managed to lose many an hour of actual playtime over the years because of my inability to save when, you know, it would have been advisable. It does make use of how physics works. Of course, in the water, if you were to jump, you would get faster forward. Don't you know that? Everybody knows that. Now, let us not go out further. I will go further once and showcase you what happens, actually. Mostly because I find it fun. But, you know, let's not overdo it. That's all. I mean, the light thing looks kinda strange. A bit, but I can work with that. It does some horrible things to my screen. But I think it actually, technically speaking, looks better on the little window that shows me the stream than on my PC, funnily enough. As sometimes less detail is more detail in a way. Warm. Drop the torch. Go over to Jack. Nice. Another one tries to come here. Come here. Come here. Raw meat. I'll take it. Yeah, I don't think many people made it, my friend. I mean, take an educated look around and you will see many dead people. And, yeah, a certain guy with a fucking stone in his eye has decided to abandon us. I would put all the blame on him for being a little pussy. Another one. Actually, can we...
Yes, nothing.
Against it. Well then, because, you know, we're of course very adventurous in our spirit. I wanna take for stuff. Oh no, what is this? What is this? Even he's like, oh, shit. No! No! But luckily enough, it's dumb enough to spit us out. Idiot! All I can say to that. You should have eaten me whole, because I will become your worst nightmare now. You, Sarah.
Still breathing. Are you okay?
Yeah. But I think I drank half the ocean.
Then you would be
Remember
dead.
much about what happened?
Just that strange man from the Inquisition. And the storm. He sailed us straight into it. And then he vanished. The ship must have capsized and we got washed ashore.
Yeah, he was a bit of a bitch.
Poor devils over there weren't as lucky as us.
Any idea where we are?
No. Maybe it's another island.
We should get off this beach. This wreckage could draw looters, and they don't like survivors.
Well,
Good
no.
job you're armed. If you're ready, we should make a move. Let's look for a way inland and find some food and fresh water.
I'm ready. Shall we go?
No time like the present. There must be a path somewhere that leads inland. Let's look for one. Careful. I thought I saw something move in the trees. Get ready. Draw your weapon.
Don't worry. I will, however, continuously play around with that. It's like, mama, look for evil creatures. They will attack you. They will try to eat you. And I'm like, well, I don't care. I'm going to go on my own little adventure. Looking around, finding stuff. Well, which is actually going to be much required in this case, because I have not played Risen nearly as much as I've played the Gothic series, so if I don't take a look around, I'm actually going to miss a lot of things. And I don't like that idea. Mana Rouge. This looks interesting. I mean, also, I don't really know many of the secrets anymore. I at some point had some idea where stuff is. But, you know, when came Risen out? 2006 or something? You know, it doesn't really, And I only played this game, Risen 1, like 3 times in total. The 2 doesn't really help, you know, with my perception. But if you think it is going to stop me, it will not. I'm gonna play this just like we would play a Gothic. Come over here, creature. Receive, vulture. Might not be the most skilled fighter in the world, but even I can beat a chicken. A chicken wing on legs, in this case. Of course, for the moment it's only going to be a future chicken wing. Though, mind you, won't take that long. As soon as I find a frying pan, I'll fry your little chicken legs. Come here, vulture. This is a tactic I learned all the way, you know, back in good old, when was it? Interestingly enough, the game I can remember using my shield a lot in. First time I played it was actually the first game that springs to mind. A better way to say it is actually Dark Souls, isn't it? Dark Souls 1. I remember being very happy about having a shield. That looks like a wolf. Now, wolves are usually a bit of the tougher breed. Need to be a bit more careful. Double attack, eh? Come here, Wolfie. Well, we're gonna take some learning.
It must have been attracted by the smell of the bodies. At least we have some meat now.
You're making a
Need
good point.
fire or a stove. If I have to eat rat, I'm not eating it raw. And if we can find a pan, we can fry it.
I mean, it was not
Fried meat will help restore our energy, even if it is just rat. We
Not a
can
rat, it
really
was
do
fucking
with
wolf.
healing plants too. Perhaps there's some that grow around here. Keep a lookout.
Sarah's like, I'm tutorial now. You will learn if you want to or not. I'm sitting here like, yes, game, I played Gothic, I know. Also, you're probably thinking about this one here. When you're talking about rats. The Ruins Hemlock. Probably by the time I finish with just the beach, it's gonna be day in the game. The game's gonna be like, well, the hero spent... Yes, it is actually getting daylight. And the hero spent around, you know, hours on that beach. Always on the lookout. Make sure he gets all his loot. I will admit though, the game looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, considering its sheer age, Gothic looks pretty fucking nice. Gothic 2 even, very nice, in my opinion. But just a few measly years can really make a difference. I can tell you as much. And of course, we still have the same composer guy in the background. But we're still gonna get lots of good music out of the game. What was his name? Frozen something, I think. My memory for names is horrible. I will admit that much. As a friend of mine once said, it's amazing that you can remember your own name without writing it down. I was like, yes, I just said it often enough. That kinda helps. Ah, yeah. Where the game zooms on is like, well, you've made a big jump. Now this jump's gonna kill you. How do you feel? Not so good. Problem is, since I don't remember the map, and I don't, but technically don't have a map even right now, I'm kinda wanting to look around even more than usual. And also, a map technique wouldn't help me with what I need. I need to know where all the caves and stuff are, because, you know, it's quite often the case that you will find the best loot somewhat hidden. I know, surprising, but
This cave seems a little eerie. Let's find a different way, please. This doesn't feel right.
yeah, I don't think our chances are very good here. Come here, little boy. He really likes throwing stuff at me. I don't like that. Mostly because I'm almost dead. But you don't tend to double attack, yes? As long as I can get at least one off. We can win. Okay, I also need to learn, do you have a quick save? Okay. Input, I suppose? Quick save. Quick save. Save. A seaman's chest. There was no seaman inside. How horrible. I've been lied to. Healing root. Green leaf. Household remedy for small wounds. Take the mushroom. Okay, maybe not two at once. He's jumping around like, I'm going to murder you now. Okay, they're attacking Sarah. That is actually not bad for me, because technically speaking, Sarah should be quite immortal at this point in time. Come on. least as far as I'm aware, for this tutorial purposes, she is actually made immortal. Because, you know, otherwise you would probably end up with a bit of a troublesome situation. I think there are people like me who really just like to, you know, go for a bit of an adventure. I'm like, I don't care if the game is like, you don't really want to go in this cave yet. Because I'm like, yes, I want to. I want to see what's in this cave now. Gnome Stone. That's a new enemy. I'm not used to. I mean, since they're actually using weapon and stuff, I guess we could consider them some sort of baby orc. Or something. I mean, at least they're on that level of annoyance. Very much, of course, the game is like, oh, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here.
Wish I knew about prospecting.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Do you see those torches? There must be people nearby.
Yes,
Do you think
yes.
we should head for where the torches are?
Yes, at some point we will, but before that, we of course are going to go back. In the meantime, daylight has broken and everything is very, very bright suddenly. I don't think I need to play around with the brightness overly much. This goes on. Then again, I will have to actually look at the stream at one point and be like, how does night look? Don't worry, I will do that. For the moment, it is of course adventure time. Well, I guess at some point, when we actually know about prospecting, for example, we might want to come back. But until then, I guess we've taken most of the stuff on the beaches. What else do I have? A hunting knife. Yeah, it's probably going to be too short to use efficiently. That kind of looks like one of those gnome creatures, just in statue form. A wolfie. Technically speaking, the most and best idea, ouch, would be to make all of these creatures attack Sarah, because she's fucking immortal and, you know, it's not going to take much damage from that. But of course, instead of doing that, we are going to be heroically in the front and die 1,000 deaths for no good reason. Even the game is like, let me auto-save this for you. Just in case you die a horrible death because you're acting like an idiot. Sarah is waiting. Sarah joins you. Sarah didn't like going through there, apparently. Young stingray. Not so sticky anymore. Healing potion, gold coin, some herbs. Always important to have some herbs. Just like, hey, torches. Torches means people, doesn't it? I mean, yes, but no. Look, we found a little house.
Look, it's a house. Looks abandoned.
Well, you don't say.
What happened here?
Something must have driven the occupants away.
Whatever it was, it's certainly not warming me to this place.
Let's take a look around. We might find something useful.
You have a look inside, and I'll keep a watch out here. I'll call if any more of those rats turn up.
Yeah, the rats are not really what I'm worried about, woman. If you could call me when one of those wolves shows up, best possible, bit you know, certainly as humanely possible. Actually, can I? Yes, I can heal myself for drinking water. Yes, game. You have just given me an infinite source of health. You will regret that. You will row the day you have made me aware of water barrels. Just a few. Just a few more zips, and I will be healed. Come here, Wolfie! I have learned the power of the shield. They call me... Ouch. A very inefficient shield user, apparently, considering that I just took a assload of damage for that. I was even going with it. Alright. But there was that one called... oh, right, Shield Hero, indeed, wasn't it? Whoop. Nobody say I'm not up to date, at least when it comes to that stuff I'm kept up to date, mind you. Even when I'm sitting down and I'm like, ah, finally a break and I don't have to think anything, it's like, pling! Have you heard about our Lord and Savior this season? Oh, I haven't. Now you will. Watch it. Okay. I will admit I do like the water barrel method a bit better than, you know, just having the option of going to sleep, because I still think sleeping is going to, you know, make me very much wholesome. Stale bread. And they loot the chest. Hey Sarah, you wouldn't mind me going, you know, for a bit of a journey, would you? No, just taking a look around, enjoying the environment, stealing some stuff here and there. Well, somebody definitely at some point had quite a bit of a time here. Is this the beach we came from, though? It kinda doesn't look like it. Yeah, if I had a map, oh boy. Because technically speaking, I do like myself some maps. I have a menu now.
This smells good.
A chicken drumstick. Nice. Told you I would turn this burst into chicken wings. And I'm a
I
man.
think that's cooked.
I'm a man of my word. Right herring.
This smells good.
Yeah, our nameless hero. Truly a bit of a wizard in the kitchen, isn't he? I mean, basically he follows the obvious male approach of going like, I can fry this. I bet you if he had cheese, he would start, you know, putting it on everything and being like, well, this be cooking now. Okay, I've played games a lot. I know you like to hide things off. Yeah. Maybe not this time, but I will remember you. Book. No then, Sarah!
Doesn't look like there's been anyone in this house for a while.
Did
All I
you
found was a
think?
locked chest.
Unless you have the key or a talent for picking locks, it's going to stay locked.
Well, I've opened the chest.
I've opened the chest.
Find anything useful?
Just a frying pan. Everything else is junk.
Oh well, at least you can fry up that meat. I could do with
Mhm.
a little fried meat right now. You're probably starving too, and we can pretend it's venison.
Here's your fried meat.
At least if you don't think about where it came from. Hey, that's not bad.
See, I'm good at what I'm doing.
We should head further inland.
You go on. I really need to rest. That storm took it out of me. I feel exhausted. I'm gonna stay here for a while.
But I mean, we kinda spent all the night, you know?
Okay. I'll come back and get you when I know a bit more about this place.
Don't worry about me. Be careful out there. I saw a path to the north.
Well, I
Looked
mean,
like
you
it
know,
led further inland. Maybe there's a
I'm
village or
gonna
something out
care
there.
about you just a bit because technically chapter 1, Forbidden Island. Will care about you just a bit because you're a single woman alone in the woods. You know, yeah, quite a bit of prime real estate for any bandit. Because, you know, they probably would like the companionship quite a bit. And I don't think they're gonna ask very nicely about it. Yeah, I know, you wanna fight me? Come here. You look a lot less scary in the daylight. I mean, you weren't really scary at night. Mostly your combat abilities weren't. And, yeah. Not much more scary in the daylight. Now are you, little one? Well, we are fast at avoiding. I'll give you that much. So many more new little chicken wings. Oh, very nice. Well, also since my schedule has once again been fucked very royally, don't play it in here. Just, you know, quite a bit later. This doesn't look healthy. This doesn't look healthy. That sounded very, 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 very interesting.
A grave. Rest in peace.
Well, I mean, it's very nice of him to actually take a moment and be like, grave. Not like our last unknown hero who was like, not even bother with a comment on that. Small magic healing, you say? Considering the fact that we do tend to get a bit wounded every now and then, might not be a bad idea to know about that. Two of them. I will have to pull them one-on-one if I want to stand much of a chance here. And since I've basically set this up like, you know, perfect. Oh shit. Shouldn't be overly much. Make them attack me once or twice. He said while he lost his plan and got attacked by all of them at once, which he wanted to avoid. Nope. I've already shown my unbelievable skills when it comes to playing games again. Then again, you know, like I always say, there's a reason why I don't claim to be good. Kinda leaves you, you know. Come on, game. That was not my fault now, was it? You lagged there, you little bitch. It is an older game. I'm just happy it actually runs. Relatively stable, actually, when you get it to run on my system. There's a bit of lag here and there is something I can live with. And it's not like the game's gonna give me much of a choice now, is it? It's not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna stop now. You can now play the game without this. Of course not. Even the game is like, I need to give the guy a save now because he has some horrible ideas about going into the fucking temple. I didn't even remember this fucking nonsense, but I avoided it. And that is the whole point. You Looks like I'm going to murder the player now. Okay, but there's only one of you. Is there? Looks like it. So even if I were to drop down there, it shouldn't really be a problem. Maybe in this case, avoiding it was actually a hindrance. Tasty mushroom. Light healing effect. Come on, eat a few more. I know, you need to actually eat them. It looks like something I could use in, you know. Some nice potions. And game. Game. Play with me here, not against me. It will take some getting used to that, I will admit. So I kinda wanna set up my torches somewhere so I can actually pick them up and use them. Sometimes. Should make things a lot more, you know, reasonably bright also. Technically, this End Gothic is actually meant to be played like an actual adventure game with, you know, using a torch when it's dark, so you can see. Technically speaking, that is. In Gothic, however, I found it to be a pain in my backside. And playing around with your brightness, a lot easier. Okay, I kinda avoided this on pure luck the first time. Do you really think you can catch me now? Because if you do, you're wrong. Okay, can't you put your torch away? Briefly press them right mouse button when your body attacks to have a counter. Apparently. It was like, I thought you might want to know this. Could be important to your strategy in the future. And I'm like, well, I'm just happy if I manage to, you know, get some fucking everything done, you know. Let alone anything else, like something so complicated as a freaking counter. The way the ground moves kind of reminds me of Gothic. Oh shit, it's a boar. Good. Very important lesson learned. Boars are once again tough. You don't want to fight boars apparently. Not without some skills. I'm gonna try again. You know, if they go for a double combination, you can't really win. Okay. Saving often is a good idea. Game. Speaking my language, I see. I guess I can try it with the battle knife. Still shouldn't help me overly much, considering that it's not really my damage, but not really the damage it does it. The fact that I can't do enough damage. Ha 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 ha. I got your bitch. What you saying now? So what were you projecting up here? Probably nothing. Because it would be far too easy if the game had decided to grant me some nonsense. Ooh, I can see shield. A shield. A post. A post. Big swamp. Did like big smoke. Are we gonna encounter some gangsters? Don't get me wrong, I would just like to, you know, for the moment find some water and heal myself. But I'm kinda, you know, a bit dead. If anything so much as glares in my general direction, I will die. That looks kinda nice. Look at that in the distance. It's a little farm again, because I'm so very much liked by farmers all over the world. They tend to be a bit soulish to me. I remember Lobart. Schlag around. Rock your ass off, you bitch. I can see you. You're gonna do some horrible things to me, aren't ya?
Hey, you there. What are you doing here?
The boat I was on sank. I landed on the beach.
So, one of the crew survived the storms, eh? We'd heard it was just the Inquisitor. You don't look like you're with the Inquisition.
I'm
I
not.
was a stowaway.
On an Inquisition ship? You're lucky they didn't catch you and throw you overboard. Or worse, turn you into one of them. Someone or something is looking out for you. And I ain't gonna mess with that. But don't stretch your luck. The White Robes catch you here, you'll be in trouble. If you want my advice, then find yourself a good weapon. You won't get far without one. There
You're
may be
making a good
something
point.
around here. Have a look. Come back to me when you found something.
It's actually like, yeah, now, get yourself a bloody fucking weapon, you idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I totally agree with the man. A weapon and a bed. Not necessarily in this order, but you know, generally speaking, as a plan. Oh, he is right. I'm a stove and an Inquisition ship. I must have fucking brass balls, honestly. Not many would dare that. Ooh, look at that. I found a sword. And I have a map now. Okay, so see, down there where my arrow is pointing now was the beach I was on. I can see Sarasum, then I can see there's the big city in the south. That's basically the New Corinas. There is the swamp area in the northeastern, and that's the monastery in the northeast. And this is not west, isn't it? Yes, it is. Navigation with a map for idiots. Based in Shifty. I am becoming a fighter. Ah, bloody hell, it's water. Finally, my one and only source of power restored. Now, how long is this going to take? This is going to take a while, isn't it, if I do this? But it is free healing, and you know, I can't really say no to free healing. I mean, in the beginning. I think for this game and other games like the first chapter, when you are still completely weak and completely new and you basically have to learn everything, is the most interesting usually. State of the game. Because it's really the enjoyable part. When you actually have to challenge yourself a bit. Later on, once you have equipment, once you are actually some strength to your name, things look a bit
Found
different.
this sword.
Good. I hope you know how to use it.
Well, what can you tell me about this
What
place?
can you tell me about this place?
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Anywhere I can get some food or pick up some gold?
Ha! Not round here at any rate. I just asked for this post so I can watch the storms. Amazing things when they blow past. Strange how they never come inland.
Interesting.
A few weeks ago, I would have sent you to Harbour Town, but not anymore.
Why not?
It's full of Inquisition,
Shit.
protecting those ruins and recruiting for the damn White Robe cult at the monastery. I'm with the Don myself. We're the only ones who are still free. Living in a camp in the middle of a swamp. But freedom's freedom. I'd head to the swamp, see if the Don will take you in, or try your luck in Harbour Town. Just stay away from the monastery.
So is Harbour Town safe? What are the Inquisition doing there?
Not much at the moment. There are still some of our boys in there. They might help you out.
Yeah,
And that
well.
White Robe lot probably won't bother you too much. I can show you the way, but believe me, you'd be better off at our camp.
Well, I believe you, man.
You mentioned a monastery. What happens there?
The last place you want to be.
You say
Where the
so.
Inquisition train their recruits. Brainwash them.
Well, shit.
Stay well away from there.
Honestly, the way things have been going since, well, we started Gothic 1, I've been on the mercenary side, and so basically in this case it's gonna be, probably, and I'm gonna not look this up, you can either be with the Don in the Swamp, which is basically, you know, like the new camp in Original Gothic, then you have the Harbour Town, where you can probably join something like the Guard or something, where you can, basically old camp stuff, and the monastery is probably, you know, well,
What's the Don got to offer me?
mage kind of thing.
Meat, beer, a job. They might even train you as a fighter.
Sounds pretty good.
You got a sword after all. Most they'll let you have up at the monastery is a staff. Just a big stick. That's not a real weapon.
Well, I mean, you can insult it probably all of, you know, Chinese Ching Chang Chong stuff. And, well, I'm actually of your opinion. I would prefer a sword. Quite a lot easier to use if you want deadly force in your hand than, you know, a staff. Yes, I'm gonna come ashore with.
There's a girl came ashore with me. She's in an abandoned house to the south.
South. Must be the old shipwrecker's house. I'll head that way later. If she's there, I'll take her somewhere safe.
Yes, please do. I mean, she's basically my only connection in this land that I started with, so I would very much like her to, you know, not die a horrible death, being raped to death by bandits or so. I mean, technically I just told a bandit about her, but, you know. I don't think Jan is the kind of guy who would, you know, murder poor Sarah for no good reason. Doesn't mean he wouldn't do it for a fucking good reason. Sure. Great. Ah, for fuck's sake. You know, it's just healed up. Ah, well. And just as we were healed, we will have to go back and heal again. Ah, the first chapter magic. It's always a magical way. Honestly, I do hope I will get better as a fighter, because at the moment I suck at fighting. Even with a shield, I suck at it. Let's just hope that I never encounter anything harder that I would actually need to deal with, because that would probably, you know, end up rather poorly. But since I actually found people, I will go back to Sarah and be like, well, I found somebody, he should come around, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or, you know, wait your options or something. Whee! Also my outfit, well, we definitely need to work on that, because, oh boy. Now, of course, if this is gonna be played like Gothic, then I will do quests for every side. In the first chapter, you know. And then, once we have everything nice and set up, we're gonna decide on which side to follow. Yo, Sarah, why do you sit on the ground?
Hey, you came back.
Yeah, and I've had a look around.
What did you find out?
Well, there are people on this island.
Hmm.
They seem to live by their own laws. And there are things going on around here that I don't fully understand.
That's the impression I got. This is a strange place. Thanks for letting me know. I think I'll stay around here. I'm not ready to deal with people. Particularly not the Inquisition right now. Before I forget, I found this potion.
Oh?
I kept it in case you came back. I'm guessing your need is going to be greater than mine. Now, I hope I can find somewhere better to camp than this horrible place.
I've asked someone to come down here and help you look for somewhere. He seems like a good guy.
Really? Thanks for that. Have you noticed how this island seems to be free of storms? Everything just happens around it. It's very odd.
It is, isn't
I hope
it?
this island treats you better than the storm that brought us here.
Well, for now, the island has been rather busy trying to murder me, but could be worse, I suppose. Also, the way that I can just, fry now multiple meats in one click is really, really helping me. I mean, don't even be like, I remember
I think that's
how it was in the past. I can actually be like, just watch the last few videos of the Gothic series. You will find at least a few videos where I'm cooking meat and see how long it takes if you have to cook them all one by one by one. Oh boy. I have a map. I also have a region map. No, I don't. No, I guess we're going to... I mean, technically speaking, if this is like Gothic, and if I tell him to guide me somewhere, then he will actually murder all the creatures and I will get the XP for that, but it also means that he, as an NPC, is probably not immortal. I could die while doing that, and honestly, I also might kind of want to take a look around a bit more of my own. Maybe find some more weak creatures to murder. I would really like to have a bow or something so I can aim at creatures better. Oh wait, I can actually... I can use my avoid move. So I can see a lot of boars. Nope, there comes another one. I'm out of this nonsense. Oh, come on. How did you manage to come up here, you little monster, you? Okay, I will admit, probably without a bit of help, I'm not gonna be able to do much here. 3 boars at once? There are many things I believe I can do, but this here, for example, this looks like something I can deal with. Okay, so we have to get used to the new rules. What can we kill easily on level 1 to get ourselves some nice little XPs? You have to learn that. You have to acquaint yourself with the world, basically. Get used to it and then get good at it. Actually, isn't that the main argument people made always in, let's say, jokingly always making in Dark Souls, where it's like, just get good or something? I mean, don't get me wrong. I get the idea. Okay. Those are full vultures and they're not hungry. Well, okay, this is good. If I do it like this, it's possible to do. It's just going to take a while. So long as I don't pull anything else, that is. Also, I really have to get used how the way actually handles its focusing, its highlighting. Works a bit more finicky than it does in Gothic. Usually in Gothic, once you have clicked on it, it's somewhat rather hard to actually get, lose your target, basically. This game over makes it a lot easier to lose target. Kinda getting dark, doesn't it? I mean, the skybox still looks pretty nice. And it always did. That's actually something that Gothic always did kind of well, the skyboxes. Even in Gothic 1, where, you know, graphical limitations was the name of the game. Still, kind of interesting how the Gothic series evolved, eh? I mean, after 3, I guess even Pyramids was like, well, this is not gonna get well. They also kind of sold off the IP after that. So, technically speaking, everything that called it Gothic after that was technically speaking not Gothic anymore, because not Piranha Bytes. I mean, it's not the first time that something like this happened, but, you know. I also like how they did it with Rhythm. They did precisely the same thing with Rhythm that they did with Rhythm, and I don't know how they managed to do that. They did good on the first 2 games, and the third one is, I mean, in the case of Gothic, it's just, you know, very much a catastrophe. In the case of Arisen, the third one is just meh, I suppose. Is the way to say it. It's not unplayable bad. It's just kinda meh. Arisen 1 feels kinda nice, exploring a bit like Gothic 1, like the good old times and stuff. I can get behind that, very much even. Oh shit, it's fully healed. Kinda got into that yourself, didn't ya? Come here, vulture. Come here, you vulture. See, vulture. See, it's not a scavenger. They made a very, very smart move of being like, this is not a scavenger. Don't want to infringe on any copyrights, you know. Also, I have to really watch for that. Yeah, that attack. That attack is really annoying. Come here, sea vulture. Come here, come here. That's a hard way to earn 50 XP. That's how it should be. I'm unarmed, unskilled, basically nobody and nothing. If I were to, you know, steamroll my way through here already, I'd be pretty depressed actually. Really would be. Wouldn't feel right. I can see another 2. Well, I don't think I have enough health to deal with them. No! No! All the trainers and traders you've met in the world can be viewed in your journal. I know, game. Because that is also how Gothic did it, and you're quite close to your little brother, or big brother I suppose. Since it's the older one. What about your big brother? Big brother Gothic. Those don't look like the Hungry Lions too, so let's take a look at it and be amazed by the ability to murder me. Yep. Acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics is actually something I should get. Thank you for mentioning that game. Now then, we already know. Boars, everything basically that is not just weak and stuff is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. And we should probably avoid dealing with it. Unless, of course, we can get, you know, a friend, Jan, to guide us. Right my hand, Jan, do it for me. Of course, now we're gonna go in the other direction, be like, well, maybe we can find some nice little creatures. And then some really nice little creatures. And that's actually the whole point of it. If you can get them in one or two small units, they are easy enough to deal with. Not a fucking problem. If you however get them in, you know, the big numbers, things are gonna end up murdering you no matter basically what it is. Can I climb? I mean, if you give me a jump button and stuff, I'm going to try out climbing everywhere, basically. Arrows. I'm sure even if I just find a few arrows, I'm just gonna take them. Did I just find a bow? A short bow. I'm an archer now. Whee! Him? Thank you. Thank you for letting me drop down there. And interesting how he just, you know, steps on the air. And it's like, well, I can avoid dying. I found a way. Cheat the system. Another piece of swampy lands. Oh, we're going to take a nice little look down there because I saw some brave mods were their names, I suppose. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're just hungry wolf. Get your ass over here, hungry wolf. Fucking Pexec, the fucking one moment when I lower my fucking shield is when he attacks me. How the hell did he actually foresee that? He's just a fucking animal. I mean, quite literally, he's just a fucking animal. Please tell me you're the hungry variant. No, of course not. You know. I'm not gonna even try to fight four of you, I'm not an idiot. One of you I can deal with. I sure hope so. Oh, for heck's sake, another one is coming. Not even got the XP out of that. Shame. Real shame. I guess kind of showcase that I would probably like to have a guide. And sure that I can actually get the XP from him if I let him guide. Maybe really not a bad idea.
I could do with some help before I go. I'm injured.
Oh, so you are. There's a water barrel in the corner. Take a good drink and freshen up. You stink of seawater.
Well, what
If
did
you're
you
planning on
expect?
getting hurt again, you should get your hands on a few healing potions.
Where can I find some?
Well, they don't grow on trees. You'll have to find a trader for those. There are a few traders still around.
Can you show me the way to Harbour Town?
Sure. Follow me.
Okay, yeah, your job will be from now on to be my little bodyguard and murder all the nasty creatures. I will pull them, you will deal with them.
See that farm down in the valley?
I see it.
Some of the Inquisition's minions work down there. Novices, they call them. They're apprentices to the mages in the monastery. Talk to them. They'll help you get to Harbour Town. But watch you don't find yourself accidentally recruited. You get recruited, there'll be no welcome for you at the Don's camp.
Thanks. I can take it from here.
I'm sure you can. Good luck. See you around.
Well, I mean, I'm not too sure that I can actually, you know, take care of it, but seems like, well, you will have to now. Idle game. Ouch. I thought you were grave things, but you're not. You're Telemorphs, apparently. Apparently that means you're a lot more deadly. Okay, we shall slowly, very slowly learn our important lessons here. But then we shall hopefully find a way to get ourselves some better equipment. And honestly, this is gonna be a pain in the ass otherwise. Do however wonder if I can actually get XP if he murders creatures while he's guiding me. Like in the, you know, good old days of Gothic. If that were the case, I might actually want to pull some things to him.
There's a water. If you're planning.
Where
Well, there are.
can you?
Sure.
No, then technically I would want you to murder some creatures and try out if I can get some experience from you. Actually, I don't have my bow yet though, I still need to climb up there. Jan, defend me! Yes, I get XP when he murders stuff. So that means if I were to pull... Yawn! Help me! Help me, Yawn! Help me, Yawn! Help me! I am after all not invincible. You probably, however, are. Lucian, do it for us. I almost believe in you. I mean, to be fair, I only get 50 XP out of that. That's a lot of work for 50 XP. Yeah, I can totally see that you have the very nice advantages of having an armor, an actual armor on. Yeah, to me, who has nothing. Now then, I do remember there were more. See, I knew there were more. Last time I told you there were 4 of you. Yawn! Yawn! Help me, yawn! Shit, I'm stuck. Stuck! Why is there only one though? Where's the other one? And she's like, I'm just gonna rank a healing pouch now.
See that?
I see it.
Some of the novice talk to them. But watch you get
Thanks.
I'm sure. Good luck.
Well, yeah, we've already went through this, and I know. Now, I could have tried to call in the Elon Musk down there, but I have some doubt. How far he is, capable of dealing with them. They seem to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Now then, should only be one of you left. I really do need some skills. Because honestly, I'm not much of a good fighter at this point. I mean, that is putting it still very, very much nicely. I could probably say that I'm shit. Really, really shit. Also, I want my bow again. I like that bow. And probably down on the hill encampment there, we are probably going to find at least a bed to sleep in. Also going to find out how they're going to react to, me murdering chickens. As in their chickens. See, this is just like in the good old days of Gothic Reds, like, you can actually get cool stuff by sitting around and trying your luck. Can get your hand on many a nice thing. And I also do kinda maybe sometimes wonder if I might wanna, take one-handed or two-handed again. I mean, if we go by what we did the last time, one-handed without a shield would be the way to go, but well, they haven't yet decided to overly much hate me for murdering their chickens.
Are you crazy walking around here? What
do you
think
mean?
will happen if the Inquisition catch you, eh?
What do you do here?
I'm working in my field.
Your field?
Yeah. This one's mine and the other one on the other side of the path is Teller's. Of course, he's further along working his one. Always is. Don't know how he does it. He's already taken his whole harvest to the storehouse. But I'm afraid I won't be able to get my harvest in on time. I can't spot the ripe plants from the unripe. They all look the same to me.
Do you need help?
Sounds like a
You
quest.
serious? Well, I wouldn't say no.
And what kind of compensation would not saying no come with?
Well, I'm only a novice, so I don't have much. But if you harvest the plants and bring them to me, I'll give you a healing potion. How about that?
I mean, considering that you're, I don't know.
Are you gonna call them?
Hey, I won't give you away, but the warriors of the Order often come by here to check on things. So I'm just saying, you better be careful.
No, he makes a good point.
Who's in charge here?
Brother Tristan. You can usually find him in front of the farmhouse. He's taken the farm over. He runs the place now.
I see. Deal. I'll bring you those ripe plants.
Great. Then I might actually be able to start my mage training before this place goes completely to the dogs. Just look out for the ripe ones in my field, alright? 10 should be enough. Bring them back here, alright?
Sure, I can do this. Grain, 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 grain. See, it's just epic and Globus farming. Just instead of turnips. They care really, really little for their poor little chickens. You got me wrong, 10 XP is 10 XP, and I get a nice chicken leg out of it. All the grain in the world is mine now. Grain, grain, grain. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of grain. I'm missing a piece of grain. Where could it be? Hey, Thomas.
Here are your 10 ripe plants.
Thanks. Without you, I would have been in a whole world of trouble. The healing potion is yours.
Nice.
How often do these warriors of the Order come up here?
The Inquisitor sends one once every couple of days. They like to keep a check on things. He picks up what we've harvested and the meat and takes it to the monastery, where they no doubt stuff their faces. If I were you, I'd hide when he shows up.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really planning on letting myself get caught. I think it's actually one of the easier ways to get into the monastery, if you let yourself get caught. You can do that technically speaking, but I don't know, where would be the fun in that?
What are you doing here?
I'm quite literally not doing anything yet. Yet is the whole main word though. I can't sneak, I can't lockpick, I am quite... Actually, can I? There it is. My strength is 10, my dexterity is 10, my wisdom is 10, my mana is 40, I have 1 on fight points, 20 learning points, sword fighting, axe fighting, axe fighting. You can use weapons to get reacts, you can attack, parry, and combine up to 3 attack blows. Carry out counter parries to interrupt your opponent's attacks, archery, crossbow, magic bullet, fireball, frost, open locks, pickpocket, all of the cool things. Wait, is that... yeah. That's another nasty. Hey look, the game is auto-saving again. Why oh why game would you be auto-saving? No, it's just a hungry wolf. I should be able to deal with a hungry wolf. But very nice of you to get stuck like this again, game. Game just really likes to do that. You know, just a little bit of a little laggy here, laggy there to really mess up your combat timing. Because, you know. They also have pigs. I'm pretty sure they're gonna care about their pigs though. Let me try that out. What would happen if I attack your pigs?
Those are our animals.
Yeah, suddenly they're like, these are my animals, you cannot attack them. Then what about your chickens? You don't care about your chickens now, do you?
Put down your weapon.
It's like, what possessed you to do that? Well, it's a long story, but it's an old wound from the war. Which war? Yeah, the one against the Sleeper. Later on the dragons.
Another tomb.
Shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I totally missed that one. Help! Help!
Another one down.
Okay, I could have gotten the XP, but it's just one pig. No? I know. The war chief would already be like, I can't accept this. I would have to reload. I'm like, well, just one pig.
Another grave.
But as usual,
We
diff.
all go back to the earth.
Well, at some point, yeah. But we also have the unlimited power of reload game on our side, which is, technically speaking, you don't care overly much, eh? In which case, I'm gonna take all your stuff. Okay, let us actually sleep until the next morning. And if we actually have some fucking light for us to, do our stuff. Hey, Hanson.
Hey, how are things going here?
Not so well. Stuck in the middle of nowhere, a place where no one wants to be.
Oh, come on.
You're the happy-go-lucky, face life with a smile type, aren't you?
And you'd smile if a pack of hungry wolves was eating everything in sight.
Not
I
really.
used to have 6 pigs, and now look at what's left.
Don't you have anyone who can protect you and your animals?
Yeah. The warriors of the Inquisition are more concerned with the gold from the temple ruins than with helping novices.
Well-
We're on our own at best, at the mercy of the wolves at worst. Doesn't stop the Inquisition coming here demanding their tribute. I don't want to complain. I chose this myself. But sometimes it's exasperating.
Well, I believe you.
Where do the wolves come from?
There's a small cave over there, to the north of here. I haven't been there, but I'd be willing to bet that's where their lair is.
You're being exploited by the warriors of the Order.
That's one way of saying it.
You can't really say that. The mages bow to the law of the Inquisitor. You know, we all share the same religion, but the mages have urged us novices to stay neutral. That's why I don't have to worry about the Don's men. They know we won't do anything to them.
Hungry wolves. Just my thing.
It
Indeed.
does you credit that you want to help me, but I have to warn you,
Mhm.
those beasts haven't been here for several days. I figure they must be starving by now, so they'll be really dangerous.
Any good news?
Well, they're wolves, so none of them have swords. If you want back in 2 days, I'll assume they put you on the menu.
Great.
Ah, yeah, what a shining example of a nice person, isn't he? Oh well, oh well, oh well. It's still just hungry wolves, and that is still, technically speaking, better than the alternative. Did you go there? Did you go in, eh? Come over here. Not bad. He's learning my patterns. Now, so fucking wolves actually learn your patterns. Kinda screwed, aren't ya? As a fighter. Really means that most likely you don't have much of a talent. And at some point I should probably learn something about prospecting. Okay. Let's actually make use of the fact that we do have. Phew. 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 Nice. Only one. Ha! You thought I couldn't turn that fast, didn't you? You underestimate the speed of my mouse, you idiot wolf. And again, this was definitively more luck than anything else. I'm sorry. Let's not get cocky here, because that is probably going to murder me. Actually, technically, don't I? Yes, I found a necklace. I was like, maybe it's magical or something and gives me some armor protection. Of course it doesn't. What am I expecting? Actually, this seems... Where would I be? It seems like I'm very close to the monastery, doesn't it? Is this a hungry wolf? Or a wolf? A wolf. Let's not fight that. That could fight back. Honestly, though, kinda just, you know, doesn't need to be much, but some sort of armor would be fucking highly appreciated. Gold? Bane. And I still don't know any prospecting. I mean, I'm pretty sure by the end of this game we're gonna have an assload of money, basically swimming in it and stuff, and have no need for that, but for the moment I would very much like to have that. I would also like to have sneak and lockpicking.
Hey you! I have to warn you, there is a warrior of the Order on the farm. So, you aren't actually allowed to be here. If he sees you, he'll have you taken to the monastery.
Indeed.
So what do you suggest?
We'll have to wait here until he leaves. Follow me, keep quiet, and you can hide in our storehouse. There's a bed there. Get some rest. The warrior will be gone in a couple of hours. Understand?
What do I need to do?
Alright, I'm going back to my post. You follow me, try to be inconspicuous. Stay to the left and you'll find our storehouse. Get some rest in there. When you wake up, the warrior should have gone, alright?
Right. Well, I suppose I'll have to trust you.
Great. Let's go. And make sure he doesn't see you.
I'm sure I can manage that. Would be even easier if any of you could actually teach me how to fucking sneak. Don't mind me just, you know, stealing a bit of stuff. Ah, well then. Get a sleep till noon. And I haven't slept until noon for a long time at this point. Warrior gone? Warrior indeed gone.
Watch your feet.
Hmm.
There's grain growing here.
Do you need any help here?
No thanks. I could have done with you a while ago, though. Thanks anyway.
I mean, he's polite. He's kind of like, well, thank you for offering, but no, I've already dealt with most of this. No weapon. Not waste an arrow on a chicken. What possessed me? The almighty chicken slayer possessed me there for a second. He ordered me in my dreams. Or something. I mean, come on, what am I supposed to say to that? The only thing...
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Okay, this is gonna be a very dangerous game.
Do you think I'm blind? Thieving bastard!
Yeah, for a moment there I had a hope that you might be a bit blind. Apparently though, not that blind.
There's something here about magic.
Apparently I just learned something about magic. Wisdom. I mean, I think I'm gonna be a fighter again. I do know that magic is very, very powerful in this one. Oops. Technically speaking, you might want to actually push your wisdom up and go full mage, go full magic crystal blast or something. Remember that thing being fucking overpowered.
Welcome, stranger. What's brought you to our troubled isle?
The tide.
Hmm.
I'm a shipwreck survivor.
Well, it's a strange kind of luck that's washed you onto these shores. But I must warn you, you cannot wander freely around here. I don't mind, but the warriors of the Order are less forgiving.
You don't say.
Who are you?
My name is Tristan, a novice of magic. I'm looking after this place, on the orders of the Convocation of Mages.
What is this place?
Just a simple farm. It's under the control of the Inquisition now. We cultivate the land and take care of the animals. Our work ensures the well-being of the Order and Inquisitor Mendoza's men.
You mentioned the Convocation. What do the mages have to do with the Inquisition?
The Convocation of Mages has long had their seat here in the monastery, at the foot of the great volcano. It was a place of study and faith before the dark wave covered the land and those temple ruins had risen from the ground. And now the Inquisitor is here seeking to push back that darkness. We've very
so he said.
found us in our hour of need. Now the monastery not only serves as the mages' home, but also as a training camp for recruits of the Inquisition.
I see. Do you trade here on the farm?
Trade? With who? Other than Esteban's bandits, there's nobody out here.
What about me? Will you trade with me?
I don't have much to offer, but you're welcome to look.
Nice.
Let's trade.
I'm kinda like, do I wanna buy apples just on the assumption that most likely they're going to give me something? Okay, I don't think I'm going to get that much out of this. I mean, we're in the right direction. That's nice of you to actually offer me some stuff. Means I can number five, a great amount of smiths. Wheat reefer. Nice, I can actually get some gold of it.
I'm looking for work.
Well, there is more than enough to do on our farm. Go to my brothers and let them assign you a task. We do not have much, but we still value honest work.
What do you think I should do next?
Well, I wouldn't recommend you wander around alone. Quickest way to the next life.
Good point.
Perhaps you would be best advised to let the warriors of the Order train you as a recruit. Training with the fighting staff and the basics of magic could be just the thing for you.
Could
If
be,
you're not
yes.
a fighter, there are merchants in the town might have use of you. Just make sure you don't get taken in by the outlaws that Don commands. Or is it that you are interested in the higher magic that we novices pursue? That would mean finding a way to the monastery without being arrested by the Inquisitor's men. You may find someone in the town who would help you do that. The choice is yours. In any case, you will find members of each group in Harbour Town. They can tell you more. So, if I were you, I would make that my first stop.
Can you take me to Harbour Town?
I can't leave my post at the farm, I'm afraid.
Well,
But
he's
Brother
making a
Teller
good
will
point.
accompany you there if you wish.
Great. Thanks for the advice.
If you're wanting help, you must be willing to provide help in return.
Okay. What should I do for you?
Talk to my brothers once we no longer need your help.
Okay.
How do you get into...
The law of the Inquisitor says that no one is... The main gate of the town is currently being guarded by what... You can't just...
You novices must know other ways to get inside the town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes. Harbour Town has a rear entrance. As far as I know, that is guarded only by the old... You could try your luck persuading...
About your farm. Teller doesn't... He finished his work.
Ah yes, Teller is our hardest worker.
The grain hub...
Good. It's real. Here are a few coins. Alas, Thomas is
Nice.
our problem child. If he worked as hard as he moaned, he'd have completed... Perhaps he should reconsider his...
About your... The wolves in the near...
It seems fate was kind to me. Take this as...
Nice.
I think I've...
Then be on your way. And my... Oh, and here. And may the holy flame light your way in these dark times. Oh,
Mhm.
if you still want... He'll show you the way to the northern...
Thanks.
Well then, brother Telur. I imagine you gonna make
Tristan
sure.
says you should take me to the rear gate of Harbour Town.
All right. But it's a long, so be prepared.
I'm ready.
Stay behind.
I will. Just make sure that you murder all creatures in a way so we can actually get the experience out of that. Have you got my drift, brother?
Follow me.
I will. Hey, wouldn't care overly much if I were to...
What possessed you?
Nothing. Fight, brother.
The island is full of... Stay on the walkway. Let's move on. We'll get him.
Brother! Shave Molly! They're worth 90 XP, Jesus Christ. Those things are a bit more tough than I would like. I'm distracting them. You use the opportunity to attack.
Another win.
I mean, I don't like to point out the obvious, but you seem to be rather immortal, and such. Would be a shame to, you know, waste this opportunity. Tune.
What possessed you?
Nothing. Brother! Save me!
Follow me. We'll get him. Neat work.
I mean, yeah, I'd say so. Brother! Brother!
We'll get him.
I'm being attacked! The fact that I have no armor whatsoever to speak of is more of a problem than I would like to admit.
Stay down.
Nope. Might not be a bad archer, but I'm definitely not
This
that
way,
much
come on.
of a good archer. Also like the way he's like, yes, this
Follow me.
snake is also dangerous. Well, he is fucking immortal.
What possessed you?
Nothing.
We'll get him.
He's like, I can do this.
Halt.
Brother, you're an idiot. It came up here. Help me. Does not want to turn around apparently. It is very much focused on me, but I have my shield up.
Better you than me.
I have the ultimate protection by my shield. Just a small shield, but that does do well. It's keeping me safe, it sounds. And not dead.
What possessed you?
Think about it. It's free XP. Do you need a fucking map drawn? You do know that that thing can fly up. Brother! Check its backside. Go for more than one strike, please. Otherwise we're gonna be here a while. I mean, I will admit the Talon Mouse is not really very efficient at attacking. Does one strike and then it's just like sitting there in front of me, looking all evil.
Another win.
So I do kinda like that. Gives me much of a choice. Well, however, admit, Brother Tallua proves to be quite the fighter. I mean, he's kinda
We
cheating,
have to move on.
you know, but still. Even if he is cheating,
This way. Come on.
he's doing
We
good.
have to move on. This is it. That way leads to the main gate of Harbour Town. I suggest you don't go down there, though. That will take you to the warriors of the Order. You want to go to the monastery to join the Order? Go that way. You don't want that? Don't go there, because they won't give you a choice.
Thanks. I think I get the point. Let's go on.
All right.
Say, Brother Tallua, would you mind?
What possessed you?
Think about it. Still, free XP. Would rather. Now we will actually have to
Follow
fight.
me.
Brother. Brother. Brother.
We'll get him.
Come on. No, you're not really of much if I have to do the whole work. Me lonesome. Yeah, really not the best fighter in the world now, are you? You take too much time between your attacks.
Stay down. What possessed you?
Wait, that's really nothing. I'm just doing what is obvious. Brother!
We'll get him.
Murder it, please. Hmm, 3 XP. Well, I guess technically speaking, you could say it's not really free. Somebody has to earn it, but oh, that somebody does not necessarily has to be me.
Another win. If you follow this path up, you'll end up at the monastery. But the sign will tell you that, right?
That's what signs are for.
Need me to guide you further?
Yes, go on.
Come on then.
I mean, it's just a novice at least, not a warrior. Well then, Brother Talur.
What possessed you?
Brother! Brother! Just let me the healing herb of two while I'm watching this show. Very tasty, very tasty. Just to make sure I don't die, you know. Brother, I break you more gifts. Why more ever more gifts? And he's actually immediately going for it. That's Brother Talur for you. What a man. Oh, we're going to fight. To be fair though, I would probably be more willing, more than willing to fight too, if I were, you know, an immortal. Yes, Jonah pointed out though.
Last arrow.
Bit of a problem that. Do it, Brother Talur. I believe in you. Problem is now I would have to actually, you know, pull them manually. Bit of a pain in the ass that's gonna be. You really aren't the best fighter. Where you quite literally take fucking forever to deal with one fucking sea culture. No. Really dampens the mood, man. No.
Follow me.
Well, technically I've been doing nothing else for quite a while. I mean, very much practically speaking, I also
We have to move on.
kinda did a few other things. But you know, not get into the details there overly much. Brother, Terrawolf's here. Brother. Brother. We all believe in you. Well, we mostly believe in your immortality, that is, but we believe in you.
Stay down.
That's a free XP. Who can say no to that?
This way. Come on.
The answer: nobody. Then like shaky, 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 shaky. I'm very evil. Shake, shaky. Razor. Razor.
Here we go.
I need your survival skills to deal with those evil creatures. You deal with them, and I just stand back here and watch the show. Sounds like a fair deal, doesn't it? I'm sure he's not gonna be the only one who can guide me. I swear to God, if he weren't immortal, he'd probably have died a million times at this point. Also, 60 XP, that is precisely the amount of XP you got for a wolf in Gothic 2. A normal wolf, not a young wolf. You really aren't too skilled with that stuff, aren't you? The weak sword. Which kind of? Come on. Come on. Couldn't there have been another wolf?
Another win.
Oh well. Oh well.
You'll have to make your own way to the rear end, but it isn't much farther. From here, keep going until you reach a high cliff. It will take you straight to the town gate.
And I can just walk in?
One of the town guards will probably be outside the gate, but I'm sure you can find a way to convince the sentry to let you pass.
Convince them?
If you have enough gold on you, that's how the old guards seem to work.
I see.
Now I need to get back to my grain.
I will be missed, Lure. You are great, brother. Oh, then you're gonna be a hungry wolf? Yes, you're gonna be a hungry wolf. Because of course the game is not that unfair. That must have been a critical hit, because otherwise I would not have been able to murder that thing in one hit.
Damn.
Chieftain! Ouch. Yes, I should probably avoid trying that until I actually get some strength. I really wish everything would be that easy. Because it cannot be always that easy. And at some point we'll actually have to go back this way. I can already foresee that. Oh well, that's just how the story is told, isn't it? Great. I'm surrounded by fucking gangbangers. Well, I mean, in this case it's the gangbangers of the Animal Kingdom. Let us avoid that. Quite a bit too close to my taste. Could you maybe stop? Now we shall apply a nice new tactic. I call it the retreat forwards. Which basically is going to mean running at least in the fucking right direction. Okay, let's not give that guard the satisfaction. Okay, I'm screwed, aren't I? I'm as screwed as can be. So it doesn't really seem like they will stop hunting me for any bloody reason. No, of course they're not gonna stop. That would be too easy. I mean, why would you stop now? You only have quite literally chased me until, you know. Come on, you don't want to really chase me anymore. Jesus Christ. Oh. You fucking asshole. I really like it how the game is like, well, the way to the city shouldn't be much of a problem from here on out. I can tell as much, game. I can tell how much this is not gonna be a problem. Yeah, you can't fool me. I've been through this nonsense before. Oh, then this time let us avoid the wolf that is going to eat us. Or chase us forever for no bloody good reason, apart from, you know, being a royal asshole. Because of course he would, being the little royal asshole that he is. I can see a cave. Yeah, stingray. Might be able to deal with an adult stingray though. He's better than with an adult wolf, and even better if they're alone. See? You definitely are not alone though. Are you going to call your little brother? For fuck's sake. You're costing me a lot of health. Where is my cooked meat? Chicken. Which can I put you? I can. Then can I use my little buttons to be like, eat. 3 wolves, yeah, sure. I totally feel like I can beat that. In my dreams. Middle of the night. It's eating my wolf. I'm now going to fight you, wolf. Only to prove my point, though. Ah. Almost. Almost. I mean, the plan was not bad, mind you. Execution. Bit lackluster, though. For fuck's sake, could you stop running away, bitch boy? Because if you do, I'm going to have a problem here. Why can you attack 3 times now? So you don't have any rhyme or reason to your attacks, do you? Yeah, it's not good. Great. Well, of course. Can't do... Wouldn't do to, you know, go well 2 times in a row. That, of course, would be a pain in the ass. Nice hit. Honestly, I think if I can get him stuck on something, we'll have probably the best chance to win. Hello, he just stops attacking and just sits there like an idiot. That, of course, is also an option. God bless the AI sometimes, as they have blessed me. Once with an easy victory. I don't know what that creature that sits there in the cave entrance is, but we'll assume that it's gonna be, you know, a bit tougher than your average wolf. I will actually try to avoid that. Sounds somewhat horrible, whatever is going on there. Rub. And then, are you hungry wolves or are you wolves? I would say hungry wolves. That is, of course, making things a lot easier for me. But I do kind of hear some horribleness. And where's this supposed to lead? Nobody really knows, eh? And I can see boars. Let's avoid those for the moment and focus more on creatures we can actually well and truly murder. A little bit of luck that is. Come here. Come here. Actually, I wanted to avoid getting hit by that, but oh well. Game has decided no. You're now getting hit by that. all things considered, that worked out as well. I do like it when things actually do, you know, work out somewhat well for me. I can get behind that. I can also get behind down there, because that seems like a nice little beach. Running out of the cool stuff. A corpse. Well, yes, game. I can quite clearly see.
Teach me to pick locks.
Yeah, I don't know, game. You tell me. Actually, I have yet not found anyone. That's, however, not a good sign if outside the city gates, quite literally directly outside the city gates, is already a corpse. It does really speak for your, you know, safety measures. Game. City. Game. Yes. Language. Difficult concept. I mean, it does kinda get more difficult, you know, the later it gets. Kinda. Now then, make more meat. And more chicken wings, because we need those.
I think that's cooked.
24, you say? Yeah, that's nice. And it's a cool thing, you know, the early chapters. I might be,
It smells good.
you know, sitting here and complaining like a bitch. That doesn't mean that I don't actually enjoy this. Hey, I can actually eat while moving. I mean, it's not really good manners, but oh boy, this is a nice invention. And so we learned that it was the unknown hero of the Risen World who invented fast food. In the most literal sense of the word. Because he understands the times of the essence. What a great man. Yay for horribleness. Oh, then you're gonna be the talent variant, I'm going to assume. Okay, without my little brother to lure at my side, they are gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. I would really like to get some points in strength going and actually get myself some, you know, proper skills. Now then, let's ask this nice little guardman if he's going to let me into the city. Why don't I believe so?
Hey, you! Don't you know it's forbidden to run around outside the town?
Are you part of the town guard?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guarding the gate so no one can leave.
Shouldn't you stand inside then?
Well, I also have to stop people coming in.
What if I want to get in?
I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. Or would you rather go to the monastery?
What's going on in the monastery?
They say they do training. But everyone knows they enchant people up there.
Enchant them?
A couple of the boys they took are back in town. Before, they didn't take the law seriously. Now they blindly follow the Inquisitor. If that's not enchantment, you explain it.
You know, I believe they do.
Maybe they're weak-minded.
That's what you say. But I'm telling you, the Inquisitor has ways to make you obey.
Honestly, I
Once
believe
you
that.
enter the monastery, you're at his mercy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Not very much.
What are things like in the town?
Used to be good, but since Don Esteban left, Inquisition's in charge now.
Yay for
Brought
that,
the
eh?
farmers into town, then sealed the gates. That's the Inquisitor's new law. And Commandant Carlos has everyone who violates the law taken to the monastery.
Great, 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 great. Tell me about Don
Tell me
Esteban.
about Don Esteban.
Great man, great man. Most people probably think he ran away from the Inquisition, but that's not true.
No?
No. He set up camp in the swamp to take gold out of the ruins himself. That's what this is all about. Gold.
Yeah, it's always about gold, isn't it?
Men here to carry on his business while he gets his share.
So the town has divided loyalties.
Oh,
you
yeah.
live here, you've got to choose. Stay loyal to the Don, to our people, or help the swanky bastards from the mainland. Of course, you can just keep your head down, try and keep out of trouble.
Sounds good.
Finds people.
If you say so. I just follow orders, mate. But trust me, you don't want to sign.
What can you tell me about Commandant Carlos?
He's the new boss.
They try.
Well, the Don's men don't let them. Things are quiet now.
And you...
Me? And all citizens must.
And you don't...
You can't cut deals. The Don's men were always open.
You mean you could...
Call it what you want.
How much?
100 gold, but you can't cut. Once you're in.
You're on...
Be glad I don't take twice as much to save. But I'm not enough. If you don't have enough gold...
Let's trade.
Let's see what you got. You got a, well, basically the same weapon I have. Not like I don't have, you know, the gold, but question is, do I want to go inside at this point in time?
Nothing.
There are people who know how to play this like I've looked. I'm not one of them. At least he's honest about his skills. I mean, there's this way, and I guess we can technically also try to get ourselves into swamp. That's of course gonna be, you know, a bit of a rougher area, I am assuming. But since we technically also still can let ourselves get guided by someone there, namely by Jan going all sneaky squeaky, use of him, I think we shall do that. As it done sounds, you know, like a reasonable man. No, I really want to murder you. Quite a bit tough though. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. Not impossible to deal with. Ouch. Come on. I mean, you're not gonna be worth much. XP wise, I can already imagine as much. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Jesus, 100 XP. Actually not bad. I mean, all things considered, if he didn't just, you know, almost kill me for that, it'd almost be worth it. Just almost, though. Yeah, this area is probably gonna be full of annoying things, isn't it? That seems somewhat dangerous. Maybe it won't attack me. Let me save the game. Oh no, I think it would very much like to attack me. The Sandra Lizard. Well... Okay. Admittedly, I don't think this is gonna turn out well. So let us ignore that for now and take a nice bit of a walk. There's another stair, so I kind of think we can potentially interact with him, but then again that also kind of seems to lead up there, which looks like there could be some, you know, order people around. For the moment, let's talk to him. Maybe he's actually gonna be like, well, I'm warning you, don't go up.
Hey, this area, be careful.
Thanks.
Can't look after yourself, eh? I don't care what you're doing here or where you're from. I only care about security. Unauthorized people will be considered a looter. If I tell Severin at the farm, or if he sees you, you'll be arrested instantly. This area is off limits.
What do you know?
This camp's run by the...
What's the camp?
All the troops out here use it. They bring and guard these two ruins. One here below the farm.
Are the ruins?
We've got creatures piling out of the ruins and...
Can you tell me?
I can't really. If you want to know more, or rather don't talk to him, you're not... Unless you want to join the Order, stay...
I'm on my...
You want to end... Well, if you want that and don't want to get sent to the monastery by the Inquisition, don't. There's a rear gate to... Leto's the guard there. Slip him a couple of...
Thanks.
I mean, you know, guys kinda nice. I mean, like, well, let me warn you. Just gonna turn into a problem if you stay around. Don't do that. Don't be an idiot. Yeah, I kind of feel like I don't want to deal with that. You know, just saying. Let us instead move up here and see if we can find anything up here. Take with us and go back to the other farm, take a nice little nap. We can recover our health a bit. And we're gonna go back to Yarn. Lockpick purse. And above it. We also cleared out that area, did we? Yeah, I think we did. And you know, maybe kill a few more creatures on the way. Easy creatures. It is. I think I have, yeah, like 40 learning points. That's not much, mind you. I gotta miss the times of the where I was like, I have 110 learning points and nothing to learn with them. Ah, such a shame, isn't it? Now I'm sitting here like, well, I have 40 and I need to learn everything. Like, you know, acrobatics and lockpicking and Please tell me you're hungry, wolf. And the fact that you actually are makes this a lot better. Well, the sword was faster than the wolf. I do kinda like it that the area is basically telling very much like, this area is not so dangerous, you can deal with this. It's gonna make it somewhat sure that you actually do have a chance. Oh, and nice for the game actually, when you think about it. Oh no, a seaman's chest. Rop. I need... Come on, game. That much of an idiot. I do understand the concept of getting rid of one enemy, you know, first and then taking care of the next. Been around. Let me tell you, my long journeys. I need to take care of a few things. Do it. Just do it. Believe in yourself, little butcher. I mean, at least believe in yourself for as long as it takes me to kill you. Oh, I can see another burr. I also see a lot of vultures, which I don't really want to get involved in. Not on this level, at least. It's getting evening, however, isn't it? So much meat. I mean, I'm pretty sure inside the city is probably more than enough opportunity to learn a few cool things. No question about that. Sometimes you just have to be hyper aggressive, get things done. Technically speaking, but again, it was nice luck to be like, there's actually an option to counter and stuff. I don't think I can actually counter animals, because you know that would be rather strange. But you know, I think it actually is an option, at least against humane enemies. Also the amount of chicken wings I'm gonna be having. I think that's gonna be my, you know, main eating stuff. Oh, come on, I was that close. Ah, at certain locations in the world, like, you know, where I can see the fucking gold. Pretty much, obviously. My timing sucks. I would like to get a bigger shield though at some point. Because I would assume my shield also actually gives some armor value. They really get a lot easier when you can actually corner them. You'll ever point out it's getting rather dark out here. I mean, really dark. I can almost see no shit here anymore. That is really fucking dark. I still can eat. While using my torch. So many things to do, so many things to learn for exactly. I need to learn so many new skills because, oh boy. This point in time I'm pretty fucking weak, aren't I? Yeah, let's avoid things that I don't want to fight with, especially not in the freaking darkness. But instead, take a little again. More stuff. Oh, you actually need to drop your torch when you're cooking.
This smells good.
I mean, luckily enough, the torch doesn't disappear, so, you know, I'm not overly worried. More things considered.
I think that's cooked.
You can pick it up again. Still, my main problem is that I quite literally cannot see shit. Look, you sound like freaking goblins. I'm gonna call you Gobbo 2.0. This rate. Now I need to kind of navigate myself back to the farm so I can actually find myself a nice little bed to sleep in. You know, without getting murdered by the next best wild creature. And it's a fucking dog. I'm just like, well, you wanted game to be realistic. Here you have darkness that you cannot see, and hope you're feeling happy about yourself. Yep. Yep. Oh then, not much there now, is there? You kinda look very nasty. Yeah, let's try to avoid fighting them. Just, you know, assuming that's probably not a good idea. As of right now. Future may prove us different, but alas, the future is not now. Now is it? Better. Now then. This out of the way. Newly ahead of us. I guess the other direction seems it's rather inviting. Swamp, eh? I mean, the last time I was in a swamp camp, it was a bandit camp, but oh. Let that not cloud our judgment. Before we follow Jan, let's see if we can deal with a few more creatures. I mean, not necessarily the boars are a pain in the ass. But there are some sea ventures down there, and we can, as we have seen, beat them potentially, if not, you know. Those are going to be two adult wolves. Let's not fight them. Let's leave those for Jan. After all, he needs to have something to do too. Otherwise he's going to feel, you know, very sad about himself. You're all dead now. You're dead to me. There comes another one who's like, look out my family. You murderer. Answer would be, why yes, your chicken wings are delicious. As such, I shall take them for myself. And along comes a single stingrat. Very nice of you to do it in our single file. Makes things a hell of a lot even easier on myself. Nice. So we opened up our own little paths. We can now go on our own little journeys. Oh, this kind of looks like it would end my journey very much fast. By virtue of me not surviving the fall. Get yours over here, stingrat. Some enemies just have a very nice and predictable way to attack. While some others, not so much. More on the annoying side of things. Whom. I do wonder bet this is going to lead me. It looks like a single wolf. I mean, if he's a one lonely wolf, I'm going to attack him. And most definitively murder him for that. Oh shit. Did not see that coming. I did definitively not see that coming. Oh great, and now I can't get it done anymore. Eh, always the same, isn't it? Get one good chance to do it. Well, the game has decided. This time the other wolf is like, well, I don't care. Really hard to foresee when they are actually going to, you know, be interested in fighting a ship. There are two of you. Why though? I mean, to be fair, you know, I can deal with one wolf rather efficiently. True, however. Yeah. Not as easy without any sort of equipment, especially not without armor. If I had bloody armor, I would not have nearly as much of a problem. But I don't, which is... it's kinda sad, isn't it? Okay, let us not try that overly much because that is getting rather annoying. Gosh, pointing that out, you know. And after all, we always have the option of coming back later. At least when it comes to that, the game actually has the right idea. Which is outright tells you, it's like, well, if you find an enemy too strong, come back later. You might find them a lot easier when you actually have learned how to, you know, use your fucking sword and stuff like that. Well, I guess it's time to bother Jan again. To make him get us a nice little tour to the swamp. Mostly so we can get some experience out of him. And see what the swamp has to offer. I'm pretty sure the swamp at least we can get in without paying some actual gold for, because, you know, it doesn't seem like the sort of area that would be that much of an asshole about it.
All right.
Good man.
I mean, I kinda already knew you would get up here, but I do like to see my suspicions confirmed. I mean, mostly because that means I can start putting stuff to you. Hey, Boris. John. Yeah, soon if you manage to deal with the second one, I'm gonna get you the next set. Well, maybe not so much, because you're actually dying. Slowly but surely. 100 cuts. I would like to know why you think it's a good idea to use a one-handed weapon and no shield. That's something you do in Gothic 1 and 2. Generally, it's a very Gothic thing to do. Hello, Piggy. Hey, Jan, I brought you new friends. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you. Come on. I believe in you, Jan, somewhat. I think he's kinda trying to block, which against animals is kinda, you know, a pretty damn weak strategy. Oh, if you could just murder it, please, Jan. Nice. Jan is like, well, you're kinda using me there, aren't you? I'm like, yes, Jan. I'm using you. A little XP back. Collector. Jan, it's wolf time. Help me. Help me. I mean, the good thing is they're not really interested in fighting me, as it seems. I did kinda cut you there, didn't I, Jan? Well, at least you have a few potions with you. Well prepared, haven't you?
Look to the north.
Mm-hmm.
You see the ruins sticking out of the ground?
I do.
Yeah, I've seen ones like that before.
Well, the White Robes set up a camp there. If you're smart, you won't be seen up there. Otherwise, you'll be snatched up and taken to the monastery. Do you want to be a slave or a free man?
You're really hammering this home, aren't you?
Sorry. You're right, you're your own man. Free to do what you like. Come on, it isn't much further.
You really kind of points out like, yes, you're free to do what you want to do. As a free man. For now. You're really trying to hammer this point home. A lot. And again, he's not technically wrong. You like to be a free man and having choices. Jan, there's a wolf. There's 2 wolves, Jan. Jan, do something. Jan, come on, man. Don't be such a yarn about it. Nice. Critical hit, didn't ya? Jan, there's another creature behind you. Jan, come on, Jan. Come on, you can do it. Now this looks like the sort of area that is going to have a lot of troublesome enemies. Jan, there's skeletons here. Jan, help me. Well, Jan is like, I can help you. Jan, I'm not doing damage. Jan. I mean, to be fair, Jan is not doing any damage either. Has he found his master? I mean, somewhat, yes. Jesus Christ, Jan, you are eating some horrible damages there. As long as I can get it to refocus on Jan again, I can go in, do some damage, go out again. Okay, he seems to be focusing very much on me now. It's not good. Jan, what's your place, you bloody fucking idiot? Attack it. Aiming at me, I can't attack this. Because I risk death. Jesus Christ, Jan. You almost had me murdered there. For what reason, eh? You save the game. Go in there. You wait there, Jan. That's your punishment for being such a little bitch boy about everything. A shovel. I think that would probably be rather worthwhile.
Another tomb.
I can set up a bench here. Nameless Scoundrel. Your name is Nameless Scoundrel, you've probably done something.
A little more for me.
He's like, the ground here seems weak. Weak enough that my shovel might penetrate it. And what will we find? A chest we can't open because we don't have any lockpicking? Oh,
I'll have to pick this. I'll have to pick this. Or find the key.
well, it would be truly nice if we actually had the option. But we don't, because we don't have the tools.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Honestly, don't look at me. I don't know. Oh, then I sure hope Jan has waited. Jan has waited very nicely. Very nice of Jan. Suddenly the game is like, well, time to break loose all the nonsense.
If you follow the path north, you'll come to our camp. And watch out for the hunters. The lazy beggars are always trying to get others to do their work for them.
Thanks for your help.
You've been through enough. You deserve a bit of kindness. I'm sure I'll see you around.
What a nice guy.
Good luck.
Ah, Jan. I mean, no, if he doesn't stand around and let me get murdered by skeletons, then he's a nice guy. Well, that was horrible. Fight me, Stingrat! Fight me! Could have tried, at least, but you didn't. That's your own bloody fault. Can blame nobody but yourself. And it feels like you're going to try and annoy me.
Hey, you. Where do you...
What business is it of yours?
Hey, I was just messing with you. Well, apart from I'd stay on the walkway and not believe me being eaten by those... Hang on. I think I've got a map somewhere. Although by the looks of you, you could do with a better...
Where can I get a better weapon?
Ah, good
Depends
question.
on what you're up. Some swear by a good blade. Others prefer the heft of an axe. I'm a hunter, so I favour a bow and arrow. I've got a couple of nice specimens here, actually. For the right price, I'm sure.
What do you hunt?
Less and less. There are only a few beasties.
Hmm.
They may look unappetizing. About the only thing left big enough to feed us all is this, but he's a big fella. I really need help to take him down. Probably a bit of help to keep him down after I've eaten him too.
How about...
Oh, that's good. Tell you what, if we kill that thing, I hope you're well prepared.
I'm new around here. Got swept in with the tide. What can you tell me about this place?
Ah, I see. This whole swamp area, from here to the temple in the north, I wouldn't mess with him. He's got some fighters working for him that'd break your jaw as happy as look at you.
Well, that's nice.
What can you...
Came up from the ground about the time these... and all these beasts came out of it. Our fighters soon sorted them out. Well, apart from the Don. Don't see him very often. Me, I say hunt, kill, and don't ask too many questions.
Oh, you're making a good point.
So, you...
Nah, we used to have the whole of Harbour Town until the Inquisition came. They pushed us out here. Between you and me, I think the Don's pride took a bit of a knock. Most folks hate this place, but I like the fresh air. You...
What are...
They can't indescribe. They're like... You can ask Ricardo.
What else can you tell me about the Inquisition?
Same as everyone else, really. Or you'll find yourself dragged. They're not right in the head. I think they do something. I'm keeping well away.
So, what...
I couldn't say for sure, but he's become very keen. He's got diggers working these ruins. And he always gives them a I think maybe he's planning on trying to take... Gold commands a lot of power around here.
Oh yeah,
maybe
obviously.
Even more than the Inquisition with their damn cult.
I mean, power commands, you know.
Let's try...
Quite much everywhere, doesn't it? Winch. Yes, you have some equipment for hunting, I suppose. Give me those two things, please, because I think they are gonna give me a lot more money in the near future. Now then, let's do this. Also, if I can go hunting with him, I think I can actually get some, basically use him like a yarn and murder a few creatures for me.
It smells good.
And a water barrel. How very nice of them to put that here. I need the water. I need it very much. Come on. We do it faster. Not sure that lightning. Getting a bit annoying there, aren't you, lightning? Jesus, it really takes forever to actually get my health back up again. I mean, it kinda speaks for my health. Means I'm getting more and more health. I am level 4. Well then. But I guess, yeah, this is a pretty nice point. All the nonsense going on. Before we actually start entering the camps and start collecting all the questies and stuff. I think we're gonna take a little break here. Yeah, I think this game is gonna be lots of fun. At least the first chapter is definitely going to be, you know, lots of fun. I can tell you as much. Oh well, oh well. So then, for the moment, I suppose, let me bid you adieu. Have a good one and all that, and we'll be back shortly. Half an hour or so, I would presume, with a bit more of the Nier. And, well, then we should see what is to come. For the moment,